working and able, feet in the wine press, build up a township, opals and diamonds, beauty for ashes, silk in the sunshine, oil of gladness, tower.
Hello my friends, it's video time again. We are in the fall season and it seems like it's getting busy. It's close to Thanksgiving time, which many of you may not know what Thanksgiving is, but that is a holiday that goes with America when it was established. And it's a time we can thank God for what we have today as well. Anyway, I wanted to take you along as we do a salsa video. So I know many of you had asked for different kinds of recipes. We're going to be doing a salsa video as I had promised you. And I think we will also have an apple dumpling one coming up. So I just wanted to invite you to go along and see the whole process that it takes to make homemade salsa. So this day is going to be a busy one for me. I'm going to be making supper as well, and my start wasn't as early as I would have liked to have. So let's just go and see what we can get done, and hopefully by this evening we will have some salsa in jars. And also, I did not make salsa the past couple years, so it's going to be kind of a familiarizing situation, getting my recipe together again. And I also want to share the recipe with you. I'll have the recipe in the description below, so hang in there. I know it's kind of time consuming, but some of you might be interested in doing something like that. I know a lot of people are pursuing their own gardens, having their own fresh vegetables. I hope I can keep my guys out of the fresh salsa I already made. They just love that with south of the border chips or some kind of corn chips. But we don't have that hardly unless it's in the fall like this. And I found these in I think they were like a half bushel box for $10. So I couldn't go wrong on that. And you can see some of the tomatoes here in the background.
And if I was seriously worried about the guys eating all the salsa, I probably would hide it. So let's go and let's see how we do this.
The first step is washing the tomatoes and putting an X on the bottom of the tomato and putting them in boiling water for a minute or two to get the skins off easily and save time. So that's what we'll be doing for the first step. Now we'll leave that in for a few minutes, and we're going to take them out and take the peelings off. You can see how easy that skin is to peel off right there. Just comes off real easy, like that. have a whole bowl full here. I'm ready to peel them now. Okay, peeling tomatoes. This is how my mom taught me to do it. There may be faster ways. You all might have other ways to do this. Each person, I guess, has their own idea of how to can something. So there's nothing wrong with changing things up a little bit. However, make sure that you enjoy your job. I enjoyed it so much to drive through the colorful trees in the countryside, and it was about 30 minutes over to that place where the Mennonites lived, and I bought it at that local produce stand. So everything was fresh and ready to go. But those nice big garlics that you'll see me cut up, those things were raised by a friend of ours at church, and they are organic, naturally raised, and huge. I don't know that I've seen big ones like that in a long time. And here's the onions that caused me some problems with my eyes, but at least they didn't make me cough like the jalapeno peppers did. They burned my hands and they made me cough. Oh my goodness. I guess you gotta do that stuff with everything else and it'll be okay. So once the frost comes and gets the tomato plants, I know I have to get over there to the produce stand. I wanted to get another 2 boxes of tomatoes and make salsa with those as well and have another day of doing this. So yeah, here you can see my little salsa bowl that I had made for my guys on the end. I was trying to work with those onions getting in my eyes. I guess the good thing about doing something like this is when my guys came home, they thought it smelled like a Pizza Hut or a Mexican restaurant with all the tomatoes cooking and smelling the whole house up. So that's one thing that I enjoy. It makes the house smell really good when you're canning fruits and vegetables. Seven and a half cups of peppers. There's a sprout. I still have a lot of my mom's old canning jars, and I have a habit of keeping glass jars that we buy things in anyway and using those so they don't seal every time, but most of them do. So when I do my next batch of salsa, I hope I can buy new jars and have them all more looking like the same kind of jar. And they probably stack better when you take them down to your basement to put them on the shelf. But I recommend using new lids every time if you want to have a sure seal. Most of the time, if you have new lids, they will all seal for you. And if any of you try this recipe and canning tomatoes and putting all these peppers and stuff in there, I wish you much good luck and I hope it goes well for you. So I don't have quite 7 cups of these green and red and yellow bell peppers, but I will just add some jalapenos to make up for that. Now we're going to clean the jalapenos. I just washed this bowl full of beautiful jalapenos. I'm going to take the seeds out and get them ready to run through this chopper here.
And I'm here to tell you, I did not wear any plastic gloves when I cut these peppers, and my fingers were burning that night. I think I washed dishes that evening and they burned in the warm water. My goodness, but I didn't get them in my eyes. I'm just recommending you wear plastic gloves when you cut jalapeno peppers. They are sometimes more hot than other times, and these were pretty hot. Yeah, they were, but it was really good. I think the boys like our salsa very well. But talk about getting something in your eyes. I got the onions in my eyes. They didn't burn as bad as some, but they burned.
Okay, I have everything together except the salt, the vinegar, and these garlic toes. I'm gonna have to peel 24 of these garlic toes out, and then I will show you the pots as they are boiling with this in it as well. So let me put these on the burners to boil. I think they're going to have to come to a rolling boil, and then you turn it down to low, a really low setting, and it's said to let it boil for 30 minutes. So I split this recipe. I took it ×3, so I split it up in half to 2 of my pots here. You can see that right there. I have this pot here, and then I have this one here. So I am now going to put the vinegar and the salt in, and it's 1.5 cups of vinegar in each one. Salt to put in yet. My friends gave me these red cayenne peppers. They're dried, and once this is cooked a little bit, I'm going to taste it, and if I want it a little hotter, I'm going to add those little cayenne peppers. I'm going to throw them in my little blender and blend them up, so we'll see what happens there. Doesn't that look good? Salsa. And now I have some tomatoes left that I will make some tomato soup out of one of these evenings, which is these right here, this container and this container. And my slop thing has to go out on my compost pile. And over here, we'll do some quick cleanup. I like to put this plastic bag in the box here. And now I have all my onion peelings and stuff in there. I just tie them shut like this and drop them in the trash can. It makes it a little easier to clean up, I guess. Okay, here I have some bacon frying. That will be on our Caesar salad for supper tonight. And while I was doing the jalapenos, I made these little dudes. Jalapeno peppers with cream cheese in there and bacon wrapped around. So, that'll be our supper tonight. And here is the salsa. It is finished. It is ready to put in jars.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time